Have you ever felt an undeniable connection to someone, yet fear held you back? Have you ever wanted to take a leap of faith in love, only to find yourself frozen, unable to move forward? Love is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It can heal, transform, and awaken our deepest truths. But it can also be terrifying, especially for the divine masculine. In the twin flame journey, the divine masculine experiences an intense internal battle, caught between the overwhelming pull of love and the deep-rooted fear of surrender. Love, in its purest form, demands vulnerability, trust, and the willingness to step into the unknown. But for many, this is the very thing that triggers the greatest fears. The fear of losing control, of being truly seen, of having their heart exposed in a way they never have before. Despite the resistance, love has a way of breaking through barriers, guiding the divine masculine toward transformation, even when they try to fight it. This journey isn't easy, but it is necessary. Today, we'll explore 7 undeniable signs that the divine masculine is both terrified of love and yet being pushed forward by it. Let's dive deep into this powerful transformation together. Fear of vulnerability. Imagine a warrior, strong and fearless on the outside, yet inside, his heart is fragile, guarded by layers of emotional armor built over years of conditioning. The divine masculine has been taught that showing emotions is a weakness, that vulnerability is something to be feared, not embraced. To love deeply means to open up, to take off the armor, to reveal what's underneath, to risk being hurt. But that kind of vulnerability? It's terrifying. The thought of being fully seen, flaws and all, makes them want to retreat. They may have been raised in environments where emotions were dismissed, or where strength was equated with emotional detachment. Perhaps past experiences have left them wounded, making trust feel impossible. Yet, despite the fear, love calls. It doesn't come as a sudden wave, but rather as a quiet whisper, gently nudging them toward healing. At first, they resist, convinced that keeping their guard up is the only way to stay safe. But love is patient. Love waits. And slowly, as the divine masculine allows themselves to feel, to soften, to trust, they begin to embrace this side of themselves. It is here, in the willingness to surrender, that true transformation begins. Running away love is magnetic. The pull between the divine masculine and the divine feminine is undeniable. It's like an invisible force drawing them together, a connection that defies logic and reason. But sometimes, when something feels too intense, when emotions rise like a tidal wave, the instinct is to run, to escape the depth of feelings they cannot yet process. Picture a ship lost at sea. It spots a lighthouse, the divine feminine, offering guidance, stability, and a safe harbor. Yet instead of moving toward it, the ship veers off course, fearing what might happen if it gets too close. What if the journey changes them? What if they are not ready? What if they lose themselves in the process? This is the classic runner dynamic in the twin flame journey. The divine masculine runs, not because they don't care, but because they care too much. The intensity of the connection is overwhelming, almost suffocating. It forces them to confront parts of themselves they have buried for years. Insecurities, past wounds, fears of abandonment. Love becomes a mirror, reflecting their deepest truths, and the sheer force of it terrifies them. Running can take many forms. Sometimes it is physical distance, suddenly cutting off communication or withdrawing emotionally. Other times, it's emotional detachment, keeping things casual, refusing to acknowledge the depth of the connection. They may distract themselves with work, with other relationships, or even with self-destructive behaviors, anything to avoid facing the rawness of what they feel. Yet, no matter how far they run, the connection remains. It lingers in their thoughts, in their dreams, in the quiet moments when they think no one is watching. Love does not simply disappear, and eventually, no matter how much they resist, they will be drawn back, compelled to face what they have been running from all along. Denial is a powerful defense mechanism. When emotions get too intense, the divine masculine may convince themselves that what they feel isn't real. They might say things like, "It's just in my head. I'm not in love." This connection doesn't make sense. But love has a funny way of making itself known. No matter how much they deny it, their heart knows the truth. The more they fight it, the stronger it becomes. Inner turmoil. Inside, the divine masculine is at war with himself. On one side, there's fear. Fear of change, fear of losing control, fear of the unknown. On the other, there's love. Deep, undeniable, soul-shaking love. Imagine being caught in a storm at sea. The waves crash, the wind howls, and there's no clear direction. This is what the divine masculine experiences internally. The struggle between resisting and surrendering can be exhausting. But slowly, clarity emerges. The more they fight love, the more they realize it's a battle they don't want to win. Projection. Instead of admitting their own fears, the divine masculine might project them onto the divine feminine. They might say, "You're too intense. You're asking for too much. You're the one who's afraid of commitment." But in reality, these are their own fears speaking. Love is holding up a mirror, showing them what they need to heal within themselves. Resistance change is uncomfortable. Love requires transformation, and transformation is scary. So the divine masculine resists. They might push away, avoid conversations, or keep things on the surface level. But this resistance isn't because they don't care. It's because they care too much. They know that if they fully surrender to love, everything in their life will shift. Yet, love has a way of breaking down even the strongest walls. Transformation. Here's where everything changes. The divine masculine reaches a breaking point, a moment where they realize that running, denying, and resisting isn't working anymore. The pull toward love becomes stronger than the fear. Like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly, they emerge different. Love has changed them. They begin to embrace their emotions, step into their power, and open their heart to the divine feminine. This is the moment of true union, not just with their twin flame, but with themselves. Conclusion. What does this mean for you? If you're the divine feminine watching this, remember, your counterpart's fear is not a reflection of you. Their journey is their own, and they must go through these stages in their own time. If you're the divine masculine, know that love is not here to break you. It's here to transform you. The more you surrender, the more you'll find the peace and connection your soul has been searching for. Love always wins, and in the end, no matter how much fear stands in the way, love always finds a way forward. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts. See you in the next one.